Before applying any makeup, Chad and I spent a lot of time talking about what this illness was and what it would look like. We decided that we wanted this boy to look almost dried up. We wanted chapped, wrinkled skin that would make you thirsty just looking at it. We also wanted some rashes and peeling wounds. It's important to have a clear idea of what you want to achieve before you start to actually apply any makeup. It's equally important to make sure that your vision for the project is in harmony with the director's vision for the project. We use liquid latex to create both the wrinkled chapped skin and the peeling wounds. Same product, different application. For the chapped skin, we applied thin layers of liquid latex with a stippling brush over the majority of his face, concentrating on areas that would naturally chap and crack, such as the corners of his mouth and nose. As the liquid latex dried, it created really natural-looking wrinkles and cracks. To make the peeling wounds, we picked a few spots to feature larger wounds, such as his forehead and cheek. Once it had completely dried, I used my finger to peel back an edge of the liquid latex, very much like when you were a kid and you'd put Elmer's glue on your hand and peel it back once it had dried. You can peel it back a little or a lot, depending on the size of wound you want to create and how much skin you want to leave hanging. I used cream paints to color the wound and give the impression of raw, wounded skin being exposed. I used mainly reds and purples here, painting the deepest, most vivid color under the flap of the latex and blending out to the middle of the wound. Again, you can paint with a brush, a sponge, a Q-tip, a finger, whatever you're most comfortable with. I generally use a combination of sponge, brush, and finger. Quick note here, peeling back the latex can be somewhat painful if you're not gentle. You are not only peeling back the latex, but any hairs that may have dried into it. This can be akin to the joy of waxing. Be aware of your client's comfort. Start small and slow. Also, if your client hasn't used liquid latex before, you may want to test a dab on the inside of their wrist before slathering it all over their face. We want to simulate irritated skin, not cause it. So now we had a pale, sickly boy with some pretty gnarly looking wounds on his face. He looked dry and uncomfortable, but he still didn't quite convey apocalyptic plague. In the next movie, we'll show you how we created my personal favorite effect, the rash, and how you can replicate the look with a secret ingredient from your pantry.